Now, Millie Bobby Brown made her name playing 11 in Netflix's cult sci-fi series Stranger Things. Now, at the age of 16, she has produced her own film, and it's a much more British affair. In Enola Holmes, she plays Sherlock Holmes's younger sister. Our entertainment correspondent Colin Patterson caught up with Millie and her on-screen mum, Helena Bonham Carter.
Now, where to begin? My mother named me Enola.
Brown, Helena Bonham Carter. We're certainly not short of names in this interview, are we? And the title of the film is a name, Enola Holmes. Millie, tell us about her.
Oh, tell her. I can't really explain Enola. She's very witty and brutally honest young person who is going through a coming-of-age story. She's going on an adventure.
A week ago, I
Play Sherlock Holmes' mum. That's quite a role.
It was fun. It was fun taking something so famous. And I've always been a Sherlock Holmes fan. When I was 18, I was on jury service. And this is what I was like, Mel, when I was just slightly older than you. But I actually took the complete works of Sherlock Holmes to jury service. Because I thought somehow if I imbibed all of Sherlock's deductive abilities and be able to read people and decode, I'd be able to tell if the man who was on the dock was guilty or not.
Classic.
So,
I want to know, did you find him guilty? What had the person done?
He was guilty.
I'm not sure I ever described how a typical day's education worked with my mother. I fight combat.
Now, you were 19 when you found fame with the Room with a View.
19, did you say? I'm 107 now. No, that's right. 19, yeah.
How difficult was it having to deal with all that happens? And when you see Millie having such fame at such a young age?
There's part of me that definitely thought, oh, I've been there. It's also very different these days, I think, because of the social media. So, which is both great because you have a direct relationship with the fans, but I also feel like that's a huge pressure. But also it's amazing because she has, she does something on her Instagram and she's got immediately, is it 2 million viewers or something?
Yeah.
35 million.
It's ridiculous. I had 25 followers and she had 25 million.
I had 25 followers a few years ago.
At the beginning, yeah, when you were 6 months.
Millie, what kind of pressure does having 35 million followers on Instagram bring?
The pressure is, no, it's not that bad. I mean, I obviously, I just kind of like, I go with the flow. I'm very grateful and honored that so many people want to watch my life like that. I don't think about it for too long, just because if I did, I'd be sat there all day wondering why these people like me, or I wouldn't be healthy for me to do that. It's overwhelming at times, don't get me wrong, but I'm grateful for it. And yeah, I love them. They're great. They're good to me.
There are 2 paths you can take, Enola.
You're a suffragette in the film, and you do have a political background in your family because your great-grandfather, Herbert Asquith, Prime Minister of the country. How much talk was there about him growing up?
None. Not until I became so-called well-known. That was the irony. It was like, I remember when I sort of the first article and it started following a trend, and when you become well known, people sort of affix a particular narrative to you. So it was like forever I was the great granddaughter of Asquith for at least 10 years. And my mum was like, who? She said, I did do 50% of you, and there's no mention of my side. The irony was that when it's not really interesting.
No, please go. I'm listening. I'm excited.
Well, my great-grandfather was not a pro-suffragette because the suffragettes were violent, and he did not. At that point, he was looking for home rule in Ireland. He thought you couldn't, in order to get it through from his point of view, he said you can't use violence. So when I played a suffragette, I found it very hard. I thought, like, how could you have not been for votes for women?
She was my whole world.
Strong feminist message. I just wanted to ask you both about how difficult it is as a female in the movie industry at the moment. Are things changing?
Some work environments are extremely amazing, and you can work with men that are extremely grateful for your voice and appreciate your voice and look at you as an equal, and then some not. But that just comes with experience and time, and you have to kind of understand that that comes with this industry.
I'll quickly say that, like, as far as being portrayed on screen, there's just no question that there is far wider range of parts available. My mother's phoning. Available to women of all shapes, sizes, and ages. When I was younger, it really was what you look like, and that's what determined what you were asked to play or not. And now I'm in my mid-50s, and I'm asked to play all sorts of women, but they just didn't exist. They weren't written, they weren't filmed then. And now there's a whole, I think we're beginning to be my mum, up there in all shapes and sizes.
You know what that is? That's your mum saying, they're talking about Asquith again, aren't they? She's furious.
You okay? I'm okay. How are you? I'm on television. Okay, so I'm going to speak to you and I love you. Bye.
I'm okay.
I love it. Love it. Whatever. I've got to go because my son's I've got to go to the parents' meeting, guys.
So she's got to go be the best mum ever. So I will take.
Instead of the best fake mum.
Yes. All right. Love you. Bye. Bye.
You're watching BBC News.